I'm not going to say that I recorded like a whole 10-minute spiel and the damn thing wasn't on. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. In the words of Jim Brown, it's been a long day and I'm a little tired. Anyway, here I am back in Japan, trip number 2 of 5 as I figure it. Anyway, so I have now checked into my room. This is a room at the Unazuki Grand in Unazuki Onsen. We'll start with our bathroom. You know, it's got pink slippers, but it's okay. You know, they're not. By the way, the toilets are even in a place that this is a quaint town. I'll get into that again after I give you the quick breeze of the room. So this is a room as you check in, and it wasn't very expensive, but it's a decent room. It's a classic room, and that's what I was looking for. And I paid about probably $60 for it. And as you walk into the room, you have all this room for all these things in it, including the bedding, in case you have more people in your room than just a few. Alright. You have the bathroom. That was the restroom. Toilet in it. And this is the bathroom. See that handsome, tired looking guy who's been up for over 24 hours with, if you want to call them naps on the airplane. Anyway, with a full tub going on in here. This is good because some places just don't have a full tub for you to get. And if you notice how their bathtubs are, their floors are meant for you to take your shower to shower yourself right here and then get into the tub for a nice soak. But we'll be going into the, you won't, going into the actual hot spring. The public bath house is downstairs on the second floor for the hotel because I need it after this trip. It's still relatively early. Anyway, so this is my room. And I'll give you the stories. I guess since I've gone through it once before, this is my room. Oh, this is what I saw them wearing downstairs. Fancy. I'm gonna have to give me one of these just so I can wear it. I thought they were all monks down there or something. But apparently now it's just people getting away. A lot of older people were in this place. I think they like quaint as much as I like quaint. So anyway, room comes with the tea setup. I'm pretty sure that's not a kotatsu, one of those heated tables. We've got our modern TV, got our safe. And what I do like about this place, it's not fantastic, but it's got a sliding doors out to the front balcony room. So, I mean, if it's a decent place. And from the looks of it out there, it looks like it overlooks, I'm not sure which direction it overlooks, but it does kind of overlook the area. It's probably a beautiful view. I think I hear water, so it's probably water downstairs, maybe a creek. I know Kurobi Gorge is not very far from here, so that means there's probably some offshoots of water somewhere around the way. Anyway, so here's my interesting story. After I figured out, of course, I'm at the airport, and Delta, y'all tore my bag. Y'all tore my bag, and you know I'm coming for you. The only time I've ever used my large suitcase and stuffed it under the doggone plane has been on these long trips where I need to pack for 7 days, and that's only happened twice. In fact, with this bag, it's the second trip I've ever used it, and you mugs managed to tear my bag with a 9-inch rip in my bag. Yeah, I'm on you. Anyway, so I'm better now. Anyway, so I get to, after my first leg of my trip, I get to Tokyo Station from Narita. I get to Tokyo and go there, and right away I was gonna have to wait for like 2 hours to get a train that to be safe, they put me on one that I couldn't miss if I got there too late or if I got lost in the station. But I'd been here once at least, so I'd been lost in Japan a couple of times already, in Tokyo in particular, a couple of times in different places, including Ueno. This time, I kind of made the beeline for where the train was supposed to be, the Horijiku line, and then I noted that I still had like 15 minutes. So I went to the ticket counter and went through that line and got them to change my ticket time to the next train, which was leaving in 15 minutes instead of 2 hours, which meant I got here well before the 9:30 time I was supposed to get here, even by my own calculation, because I wasn't sure how fast I'd get through customs and all that at Narita. So I get there, I get that change done, I get on the train, everything's cool. I bought me a bento box at Tokyo Station, which worked out. Then I got to the end of my Shinkansen leg. The end of my Shinkansen leg was at the, I'm sorry, my brain is kind of fried. Like I said, I've been up since like 5 this morning after going to bed at 3, finishing the last of my packing, and then I kind of rushed out the door because lift came like minutes after I booked it, and so I didn't have much time. I knew I wasn't gonna have much time. So anyway, so I got to Kurobi Station, which is where I changed to the local train system off the JR lines. And once I got to Kurobi, the directions on Google Maps told me to take a long walk off a very short pier in essence. I could walk around and around, they said 5 minutes, but I get out there and I walk out, and then I'm looking across the street. I'm like, the darn station's right there. Literally, you can walk out of this door and then go to the street and across the street and then walk, and you're within a block, you're actually there at the other station for the next connection. So don't be fooled by Google Maps. Get out, take a look, or even ask a local and see what they say. Just, if you don't speak Japanese, do what I do most of the time anyway. Just figure the name of where you're trying to go to, and people will help you try to figure it out anyway. They're nice here in Japan that way. So I figured that part out myself, and then I went over there and I didn't see a way to pay for the thing, so I was early. So I went back over to the JR station, bought something at the station, and asked the lady at the counter in broken English, using the translator, about how to pay for that train over there. And she told me you pay it, she said something about kara, which means basically as a result of, or you pay at the end of the ride. But I wasn't clear. I wasn't confident in her answer yet. So when I get over there, I get there in time, of course, to catch my train with a few minutes to spare. I get on the train. Then I go get on the train, and then the attendant, the conductor comes out, and I asked him, how do I pay? And he said pretty much the same thing. Once we went through the language thing, you pay at the end of the line, basically. I wasn't sure whether he meant I pay this machine right here, which was just a change machine and also a card reader, or if you get off the train and actually pay someone there. And that's what they meant. Once you get off the train, you go pay there. So that part was done. When I got off the train, I verified it with him, of course, and then I walked up there, walked to the exit, and there was a guy there doing the tickets. So it was only like 8 something. So then I get so I get off there, and it's time for me now to walk to where my hotel is. I walk out, and I'm at this corner. It's a beautiful place. Even at night, it looks kind of laid back, like a quaint village. Even at night, it's kind of lively. A few people still walking the streets. Shops are closing and everything, but it's still kind of, people are confident. They're comfortably walking outside, just meandering about. And I'm standing there at the corner looking at my map, waiting for Google Map to orient itself so it can tell me which direction I need to go from that corner, which it wasn't doing a fast job. So the direction I was about to walk, probably for a block or so, would have been the wrong way, but then at least it would have caught where I was and told me where I needed to go from there. But while I was there at the corner, waiting on Google, a lady comes over from one of the stores. She looks like she's closing it up, and she comes over. She's smoking her cigarette. Maybe she wasn't closing at the moment, but she's smoking her cigarette, and she asked me, "Dochira hoteru?" I think it was which hotel you're going to. I think that's what she said. I remember the dochira. I remember that much, and I know she was asking where I was trying to find. Even without a translator, I figured that part out. And then I told her Unazuki Grand, and she kind of, like she knew where it was. She told me the proper name that they call it. There's Grand, which is usually something they put on it to make Americans or Westerners think that, okay, this is a good hotel for Westerners to come to as well, which is, I mean, that's good business. But then she actually walked me over. She told me, "Chotamate." I know what that means. That means wait a second. And then she walked over to her store, probably shut something up, came over, and she walked me all the way to my hotel. It wasn't far, but she walked me over there all the way to the hotel. And then she walked in the hotel. She was talking to me in a little bit of English, of course, more English than I expected. And then, of course, I kind of surprised her a little bit with my Japanese, which was not much, but she still said, "You speak good Japanese." She said that in Japanese. I know what that means. So she walked me all the way to the hotel. Then she gets to the counter. She talks to the restaurant, the front desk, the gentleman at the front desk. I'm not sure what about, but then this is a very quaint village, and they probably know, everyone knows everyone, I'm sure. Her name was Yoshioku. Yoshioku-san was her name. I asked her in Japanese what her name was, and told her mine. But I'll definitely have to visit her store after she gave me the dime store guiding tour of the streets to this hotel. Anyway, so this is my spot. That's my story. I'm here in Japan. Today's date is 10/22. Still in Japan. I'm not sure what time it is, and my brain is kind of fried. I think it's still, is it 21? I don't even know what time it is in Chicago right now, but it doesn't matter. I'm here now. Hope you guys have a great week. I'm here for the week, and this has been a live viewing, except I'm not on Facebook. Maybe I should have done that. No, I'll put it, nah. I'll put this on YouTube, because I'd rather people not know exactly when I'm out of town. You know how unsafe that is. Anyway, live from Japan, year 2 of 5 years, 2 of 5 visits, that is. Have a great week.